Hello! Today I'm going to be showing you how to make and record a presentation in Canva. As I mentioned before, Canva is one of the greatest design softwares that is free, extremely user-friendly, and you can use to make just about anything. As you can see, we can use it to make videos, presentations, posters, Instagram posts, cards, Facebook posts, flyers. They have infographics, Zoom backgrounds, certificates, literally anything you could possibly think of, you can make in Canva. But today, we are going to learn how to make a presentation. In order to do that, we can start by doing two different things. We can click right here where it says presentation, or you can also click up here in the right-hand corner where it says create a design. And you can go to presentation here. All right, so we're going to begin by making a presentation. I'm going to go ahead and do this. All right. And when I go to create a presentation, it's going to give me this blank page here. Now, I am going to choose a random template that they have here. And you notice they have many templates, or if you wanted to, you could actually create something from scratch. But I'm going to start out by using a template. So I'm going to find one that I think looks great. So this one looks fun, and this one is free. So I'm going to use this. And you can pick if there are only certain pages that you want. You can add particular pages, or if you want to add all of them, you can click apply all 15 pages. So I'll add all 15 pages, and then I'll go back through and delete the ones that I don't want. All right, so in this presentation, you just double click on the text, and then you're able to change it. So I'm going to say, we are actually working on a Spanish project called ¿Quién soy yo?, which means who am I, where my Spanish students will be introducing themselves to someone in Spanish. And so I'm going to title this presentation ¿Quién soy yo?. And I'll put my name at the bottom with Angela Harders. You actually don't have to include your last name if you don't want to, especially if we're planning to use this with students, and you're going to be sharing this with other students or other minors, so you can leave your last name off. And I don't really need this part at the top, so I'm just going to click on it and delete. I don't really like this font here for my name, and so I'm going to go up right here and where I can change the font to be something that I like a little bit better. So let's pick I like the playlist script for my name. That's the one I always use with my name. And I think that's a little bit too small. So right here, I'm going to come here and change the font size so that it's a little bit bigger. And I want something a little bigger. All right, there we go. That looks great. Now let's say that I want to add a picture of myself on here because I don't want it to just be so plain. You can notice on this left-hand side, we have a lot of different options here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is click on Elements. And this is one of my favorite aspects of Canva. They have these different shapes here, which are really cool. So if you click on Lines and Shapes, you can pick any one of these shapes, and then you'll actually be able to change the color. So I actually want to have my picture be in a circle. So I'm going to click on this first circle here. And it automatically makes the circle a color that is in your presentation. But I don't really like that color, so let's say I want to change the color of this circle. In order to change the color, you just click on this little color box up here. And then Canva is so nice, they automatically tell you other colors that are in this presentation, or you can pick from one of these colors, or if you click on this plus sign, you can actually drag this to make any color that you want. So I'm going to go with one of the colors that is already in the presentation, and I'll use that green. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. So again, to make them smaller, you're just going to click on the corner there, and it will make those double arrows, and then you just drag it either bigger or smaller. Okay. All right. Now I want to add my picture. So in order to do that, I can go to uploads. I've already uploaded my picture here. There I am. But this picture is not in a circle format. So this is one of my favorite features of Canva. I'm going to go back to the elements, and we'll go back here. And if you come down to the bottom here, you can see there are frames and grids. Frames are basically when it has this cloud and the grass in the background. That means that you can put the picture into any of these things and it will conform to the shape of whatever that frame is. So you can put a frame in on a laptop screen, on a cell phone. They have different styles here. You can do these ones on like a stamp kind of design in a frame. So there are tons of different frames here that you can use to show your picture, but because I picked a circle for a background, I'm going to go ahead and pick a circle frame that I'm going to use here. So I'm going to move the circle over here, and all you have to do then is drag and drop your picture into the frame. Oh, hold on, let me see if I can bring it forward. So you notice how this is below the letters. I need to move this forward. So to change the position, you click on position and then move it forward. All right, now I should be able to drag and drop my picture right into the circle. All right, and notice it automatically adjusted. Let's say I didn't like that, or I wanted to zoom in on my face a little bit more. All you have to do is double click on the picture and then you can zoom in. So if I want to have a real nice close-up of my face, I can do that, and you just click off to see how it adjusts. Or if I like it the way that it was, a little bit smaller, you just make the picture smaller, and then you can move it around and adjust it to wherever you want it to be. And then when you're done, you just click off of the picture. And again, this is a little bit too big, so we're going to come to the corner and shrink it down. I want it to be a little bit smaller. And if you notice, there are these purple lines that are now forming a cross in this picture now, and that lets me know that I am centered in whatever is behind it. So that lets me know my picture is centered and I can let go. All right, great. So there is my first page. All right, now I am going to go ahead and look at the next picture or whatever. So for this presentation that I'm working on with my students, we're going to be using all pictures that they have because they're going to be introducing themselves and describing themselves. So they're going to want to be using these frames in order to add pictures so that they can talk about themselves. And if you want to, let's say you want to use the same frame twice, you can see here at the bottom there's a triple dot here. You just click on the triple dot and you can say duplicate page. All right. Or if you wanted to add a new page, like a blank one, you can say add page, and that will give you a blank one. Okay. If you notice up here at the top, let's say, oh, I don't want to have this page in here. All you do is click on the trash can, and that will delete the page. You can also do any of those things here. So if you want to add a page up here, you click here. You can duplicate the page here, or you can delete the page here. Right, so those are all of the different options that you can do. And again, you just double click if you want to change the font or the font size. You can change the font color, bold, underline. Here's where you change the alignment. If you want to add bullets, you can do that here. If you want to change the spacing, so let's say this is really far apart, I want to make the lines closer together, you can move the spacing down, or you can make them wider, whatever you prefer. You can add these different effects in. And then you can also animate the text. So this will let them move around if you're doing a presentation and you want the text to move. I like the typewriter one personally. All right. So these are some of the things that you can do when with your presentation. When you're ready to record, you're going to go ahead and click up here on this triple dots, and then you're going to click where it says present and record. All right, and then it's going to say go to the recording studio. We'll click on that, go to the recording studio. And you can notice it's giving me this window here. If you want to, you can record with the camera on, but I'm doing a presentation, so I'm just going to record with the camera off and just my audio. Then I'll go ahead and click start recording. And I can start talking and share my presentation, and it's going to record. Oops, but I realized I just forgot something. So I'm going to end this recording. I'll cancel that one because I wanted to do one more thing. We're going to go back to editing. One of the most important features I think about making a presentation is the fact that you can add notes. So at the bottom of the slide, there's a little thing here. It says presenter notes. I'm going to click on this, and this will give me the opportunity to type whatever I want to type in here. So this is usually where I type what I want to say. So I will say, hola, buenos días. Me llamo Angela y soy una profesora de español. All right. This is what I want to say. And so, you know, as your students, or if you are creating a presentation and you want to have notes so that you know what to say as your slides show up, this is a great tool to use. All right, so now I'm ready. I'm going to go ahead and come back here and click the Present and Record button. We'll go to the recording studio, and I'm going to go ahead and start recording. If you notice, my notes are over here, but nobody can see this. The only thing that other people will be able to see, and the only part that's recording, is this screen right here. So I'm able to see the screen that I'm using, and I'm also able to record and say, basically read my notes, so I don't have to memorize my whole presentation. This is super helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and record my notes. Hola, buenos días, me llamo Ángela y soy una profesora de español. All right, then whenever I finish my recording, I can either click the arrows here with my mouse and move through my presentation. And then whenever I'm done, I'll go ahead and click End Recording. And it's going to upload my recording here. And if you notice, it says it will give me a link that I can use. But in this case, we're actually going to download this video. Because for the project that we're working on, we're downloading the video, and then we're going to actually upload our videos onto YouTube. So I'll be working with teaching people how to do that as well. So you'll go ahead and download your video, and then I'll make another video showing you how you can upload that video onto YouTube. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save and Exit. And you'll notice it is always going to be here under the Present and Record option. So if ever I want to come back and show this video again or watch the video again, I can do that as well. All right. So again, if you want to, you can hit copy link and someone can just watch this presentation this way. If you want to send the presentation out, you can send it directly here using this link. Or as I mentioned, in our case, we're going to be downloading these videos and then uploading them on YouTube. This is a super amazing tool to help anyone who's giving presentations, whether they are teachers, professionals, or students. So, all right. I hope that you found this video helpful for you. There's so many more things that we can do in Canva. And we can, again, get into that in other videos, but I hope that this was a great introduction on how to create a presentation, how to do some of the editing, find some templates, upload things, record yourself, and as you play around with it, I'm sure you'll discover all the amazing things that you can do in Canva. All right, hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more tutorials, and have a great day.